Hi everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can run and set up a proper marketing, and it is not about marketing. All right, it's all about your business because the part is the whole, not whole but whole. Okay, let's get started. A lot of people, they keep trying to become aggressive in their marketing, in their sales, promotion, this and that. But if your product is not urgent, is not in demand, then you having hard time even you have the top marketer, top salesperson in the world. So this is how you should go about it. All right, so number one, we start with a niche. Okay, we determine what niche we want to go after. Okay, we decide it can be personal finance that is just starting up, or intermediate or advanced level, or people who are been to, okay, let's say if you want to target a fitness niche. Okay, they are beginner, they are intermediate, and they are advanced, right? So beginner, or let's say intermediates are people who go to gym and have hit their result in plateau. Okay, so or they help themselves. Now this kind of people, they have different demand from the people who are beginner. All right, beginner probably they just need a knowledge, know how. Intermediate, they most likely need a personal coach. Okay, and they don't need something fancy. For advanced people who are in the fitness, which means they are going for competition and they need different kind of coaching, knowledge, stuff like that. Okay, so first you have to choose a niche, and as niche as possible, right? Income level, age, gender, location, right? Depends on what product or service you sell. Okay, why you need niche? Because if not, you are going to have competition, not competition per se, but you are having hard time with your product and marketing, because when you try to solve everybody, you serve nobody, right? For example, if a product is a product that can, okay, anytime, any moment, one product can only satisfy one niche. Okay, even you're selling food and people are picky about what kind of food, where is the location, what is the environment to eat with. Okay, so all the things have a niche. So if, especially when you do marketing, your message doesn't s- your message trying to be a general message, it doesn't speak to your niche. And when this and nobody's resonate with your message, and the message is about how your product can solve what is the pain point, right? Because of that, nobody can listen, can hear what you are saying. Okay, and they just skip your ads, they just skip your product and go to the one that can speak to their heart. Oh, this one is what I want, right? So for example, fitness, okay, the easiest one, right, on top of my mind. So let's say your message on your service is fitness coach. Hire a fitness coach with nutrition plan, and that's it. So there are different kind of people. Okay, if let's say the beginner niche, okay, they see this, oh, they don't need this, they just need the knowledge, know how, they can do it themselves. Intermediate, yeah, intermediate, they need a fitness coach, but you doesn't have any specialty, and they skip your ads and they saw another ads that say, have you tired of not getting result by doing on your own, or have you do you, have you spent so much money on physiotherapy and more time on physiotherapy and recovering more than you actual workout? Have you spent more time on recovery than you actual working out? So this is an intermediate fitness niche. If you say advanced, you can say, hey, have you tired of not getting the right coach that fit your objective, right? Because advanced fitness people, they want to go for competition or become a stuntman, movie stuntman, right? Stuff like that. So because of the message is different, right? Your general message doesn't nobody can hear, listen, interested in. So they will always drawn to what they have niche. They have the message that have niche now. Alright. So once you know the niche already, you have to know what they want. I think I just type better. Uh, Transformation. Right. Okay. What they want to transform into. Okay. So let's say niche is the person. Okay. And transformation is what they want. What they want to transform into. Okay. So niche is this person. Okay. Transformation is the blue. So what they actually want, right? It's not just fitness coach. It's more than that. Okay. So you need to determine now at the beginning. Let's say the first step. Okay. Let's say you have never done marketing before. You want to start up. So the first thing is to always start with hypothe- hypothesis. Hypothesis. I think I better. Hypothesis. Is assume. Yes. Okay. Yes, your niche. Okay. Guess which niche potentially you can serve the best, right? For example, fitness, intermediate fitness niche. Okay. This age, in this area with this income. Right. Next thing is you guess what they potentially want. Okay, what is potentially pain point and what they potentially want. Because selling is you need a problem to solve, right? So transformation, right, is the pain. Okay. So transformation is what they want. Okay. Guess the person and guess their pain. So step number one. Now, once you have transformation, then you know what they want. Next thing is the price. How much they're willing to pay for your fitness coach. Okay. And also you assume how much they need, how much they're willing to pay, right? And there are two ways to go about this to find out what is exactly your needs and what they want and how much they're willing to pay. You can do two things. One is do survey, one is do sell to them right away with advertisement. Okay. So it depends on what is your product and what is your service or what is your service. You can go either these two way, all right? So determine the price. Assume the price, okay? Don't assume they buy, but come up with the price and listen to the feedback. Once we know the price mechanism, this mechanism is the way. What is the way they want to go? Good. And mechanism is the way to go from pain to desired outcome. And let's put this yellow. Yeah. So for example, you as a parent need you want to bring your children to the school, and the price you're willing to pay is 1 billion ringgit. Then the mechanism, okay, and the transformation they want to go as fast as possible. So the mechanism is to hire is to get a rocket to send the kids to the school. So that's the mechanism. It all depends by the price. The price depends on what they want, what and what they want depends on the people. So mechanism, draw another one. I put yellow over here so that you know it's represent that. Okay. So mechanism, for example, if they're not willing to spend 1 billion, right, then they're willing to spend 10 unit of currency. Then the mechanism is petrol, is car. Okay. But you to tell them then you cannot achieve super fast speed. Okay, because that's the price you're willing to pay. So again, you assume the price and assume the mechanism that fit the price you can deliver from pain to transformation. Now, once you have set up this one, the final thing is to finally start marketing through channel, marketing channel. Okay, this channel. So there are two kind of channel. One is one is online. Basically, that's it. Like two. So now you are doing your marketing. You can either go networking to find your niche, or you can do online advertisement, do survey to talk to them, right? See their feedback. Okay. So this is how you go about it. Let's say you go to do an advertisement, target this niche, people who are intermediate in fitness, which okay, and the message you are talking to them is two message. Therefore, okay, what they want is so what they want is a fitness coach that can help them to progress results. Okay, give them a protocol, a framework, or avoid injury. Okay, so this is what they want, and the price they're willing to pay is 100 unit of currency a month, for example. Okay, that is the initial. Okay, let me write down. So beta number one here, one beta 1.0 each is intermediate. Intermediate out level niche. Okay. Now, what they want is framework, guided framework, you know, guided framework, because the framework they already have it at the beginning stage, right? They go to YouTube to learn, but they still doesn't get result, or the result have stagnant. So they need someone to guide, to customize, to have feedback with, okay, guide the framework, and they're willing to pay for, let's say, unit of currency. Okay, you guess, alright? This one is guessing at the stage one. And the mechanism, let's say right now, because it's post MCO, they prefer two online and two offline uh, coaching. Okay, because 100 ringgit, 100 unit of currency month is not that much, so you can do some hybrid, okay, or the first month you do on, or the first month you do offline, all right, face to face, and second or second quarter, let's say they do online because they got a framework already. They just need some guideline, right? And the access channel, and how do you reach them? How do you talk to them? So fitness is pretty easy. You can do advertisement. You can find them already, or ads, or do you can do networking in the gym. Okay? Not networking per se, but your client is there, so you talk to them in the gym. Okay, so you run the marketing. You tell them you can provide, you run marketing targeting them, provide this one, that framework. Uh, or and just training for reduce injury. Right, because they are intermediate, or they want to maintain. They want to stay stagnant. They just want to maintain, but avoid injury. Okay, you, and willing to pay the price in this one, and mechanism. You tell them, okay, you do online, you do offline, hybrid in a month, and then the feedback 2.0 come out. So it's 2.0. You find out that, okay, this niche is don't have enough. This niche is very less people. Even you can get 100 unit of currency, they are very small. You cannot sustain. So you look for advanced beginner, where they want to go, which they want to go to, not okay, advanced beginner. What's better niche? Okay, the niche that is beginner, that want fast result, because they want to attract opposite sex. Okay, They want to attract opposite sex, and currently they have a dating coach. They have a dating coach, and the dating coach asks them to get bulk on or cut down their weight in 3 months time, right? Having progress. It's not 3 months to achieve the target. And this kind of people usually they are earning 80K per year. They are male, and location wise will be start from your own country until, okay, this one is worldwide. It's a worldwide, right? This market is big, and therefore you realize, okay, the next hypothesis, this one is better niche, okay, and they want a customized framework. This transformation, this is what they want, okay, and they're willing to pay 600 a month, and what they and because they want fast and it's worldwide, so it's four online session a month. Say full online session, and access channel is ads only because it's worldwide, right? Ads and also content because they're willing to spend a lot of money, so you can afford to have content. Okay, now this is 2.0 and you become rich after this, but this one is, what do you say, this one is, I would say this one is a 5.0 level, where usually when you run this hypothesis and it doesn't work, first you have to adjust your access channel. If this doesn't work, first thing you have to change your channel. Is there any other way you can find your people? Okay, if really cannot find, then you have to change your niche already, right? But either way, there are way to find. Okay, either online or offline. So for example, if you want to target Gen Z, right, which is below 25 years old, and you try to target them on LinkedIn or on Facebook, which is usually above 30 years old, therefore your channel is wrong. You have to change another channel, right? Or you want to meet a dentist. Yes, they are on LinkedIn, but they are not active and they are very less. So if you do advertisement over there, how good your marketing is, how good your sales team is, you can get very low customer, right? So you change to offline to have a industry event. Okay, so that's why you start this. So you start with this one. Okay, this is how you start. And when things doesn't go well, you change from bottom up. Change, right? So you want, once you have find out which channel is you can reach out to your niche, then if you reach out to them and they still don't buy, next thing is the mechanism. Okay, change how you solve it. For example, they prefer to do full offline. They don't want online. Okay, this is a mechanism they want. Then you have to change the mechanism because this is not what they want, right? And next thing, okay, if you give them what they want, then the pricing. If you can, okay, basically the mechanism is depends on the pricing. People don't really care about the mechanism. Um, the mechanism, they care about transformation and willing to price. And if you change to full offline and you tell them, so if you want full offline, sure, no problem. Then it's 200 unit of currency, and see they okay or not. Okay, because it's depend on the price. You cannot you you cannot give them a rocket ship to go to the school and charge them 10 unit of currency, right? Because it doesn't make sense. You cannot afford. You're going to go bankrupt. So you have to talk to them. So this is the price, and if they're willing to pay, good. So it's the pricing issue. Okay. Or next thing, if they're not willing to pay 200, they want to pay 100, then you can tell them the transformation you cannot achieve here, but you can achieve here. Are you okay? Okay, because this is the price. If you want this, you have to pay more. You want this price, you have to pay. You want this result, you have to pay more, 200. You need, okay? You have to tell them. When you tell them, and they say yes, they buy, which means this is their exact transformation. This is exactly what they want. They don't want overachieve. Okay? So this is how you find the right things that they want. Okay? If they say, oh, they cannot pay this and they really want this, which means the niche is wrong, wrong niche, or there's no technology to serve this niche yet, or you have to find a technology or AI or something to achieve the price and to achieve this result. So you realize this niche doesn't, this niche is biased. This niche want want the things that they can afford. Okay, so you have to change your niche. So you start by changing this, and then run one variable at a time. You change some colors. It's black. Okay. So right now, just now we have niche, we have transformation, what they want. We have price, mechanism, the way to achieve it, the mechanic. The mechanic you can imagine as a gear, which is like a car, an engine, right? And the access channel, the channel to reach them. So we start with 1.0. This one also 1.0. And you run one round, and after one round you see, okay, what could potentially go, can you reach your client or not, potential niche or not. If not, then we'll put this in 2.0. This one remain 1 1 1 1 1. So you want to make this constant, and one variable, one change one thing first, we change one variables. All right, so how you should go about this is, once you have changed this and this still doesn't work, then you have to remain the same. This one is V1, remain the same V1, and then change this mechanism. See if they prefer other ways, right? Usually they don't prefer, they don't care how you get them. It's usually it's the pricing. If you're willing to pay the price for a new mechanism, usually it's their price problem. Then you change the mechanism. If see if they accept the price or not. Is it too low? Or is it too high? Or you change this and you keep this constant. Still they don't buy. Then you keep then you do another changes on the transformation. Maybe that's not that what they want, right? The price they have the money, right? But because that is not what they want, and if even you change what they want, you realize the market is too small, or it's too big, or have no money, then you have to change your niche, right? So before you change your niche, you have to keep this constant. You change your niche at the end, right? So basically, you change this, and then you change step by step, slowly, not slowly, but step by step. All right. So the faster you can run this, the faster you can find the product market fit on your product, right? Basically this whole your product, the needs, the transformation, the price, and the mechanism. Okay, the faster you can run this, the faster you can make money and start scaling your sales and marketing. Okay, now let's talk about access channel. The first thing first. Okay, so there are many channel that you can use based on your product or service, right? So there are live video, they are content strategy, KOL. So how you should go about it. Okay. So the things that we have to look at is um, acquisition cost. Okay. Acquisition cost. The cost to acquire a customer and the earning from that customer. Profit per customer. So okay, let me find that. So let's say you acquire the customer or client, it costs you 100 unit of currency, right? It costs you 100, and you make, let's say, 200 from this client. Then you can scale, right? If the acquisition cost for a client is $100 or unit of currency, sorry, but the profit is $50 or 50 unit of currency, then this is something you need to fix on your access channel. You need to fix your channel or your sales conversion rate or stuff like that, which I'm going to tell you moving on. Okay. So there are so you have to fix this. So there are acquisition costs based on which platform or which strategy that you use, or which platform basically. Right. So first thing we have a so over here we have a low acquisition cost and low profit per customer. And over here we got high acquisition, oh sorry, high acquisition cost and high profit per customer kind of product. Okay, you can look at both sides. This is the niche. This is your mechanism, your price, and your transformation basically. Profit per customer is price and your mechanism. So what option do you have? So if you have low profit, therefore your acquisition cost should be very low as well. Okay, it's, it's simple. So over here, you need to use viral various virality, vi, vi- virality. Right. You need to use viral strategy because the cost is so hard. Because you earn less, so you need viral, someone who promote your thing. And there's a formula for that. UCG, user generated content, which is like review kind of content. And next thing is S B2C SEO. Okay, this is your best, the lowest acquisition cost strategy. Next thing over here we have outbound, very outbound strategy. Okay, outbound, which is you approach Lee. It's like door to door. Okay, door to door. You actively seek for the client. You don't sit and wait. Okay, it can be door to door. It can be message people over LinkedIn. It can be networking, right? But sometimes this one actually costs more. It depends on what you sell, right? So in general, this one costs less, all right? In general, because you don't have to spend much in advertisement, which is the next thing with various ads. You spend advertisement, okay, it's worth it because if your customer pay a lot, you can afford the advertisement because you have to bid, you have to put a lot of money consistently, right? Over here, then we have channel partnership. It's like having a distributor for your product or have a partnership with other that they sell your solution for you. Okay. And this one require to train other people to how to sell for you. Therefore, it costs higher, right? Also partnership, like a webinar partnership with others. Okay. Because the webinar you prepare a lot of stuff. Then we have inside sales. Yeah, having your own sales team. Having your own sales team to do outbound, right? Do the closing. And last thing we have what do you call content strategy. Okay, we need to do content on like various social media. Now this one best for the long term because it keeps compound. You input less over the long term of time, the output is much. Okay, but the input actually is much, but this one is even lesser. Okay, so all these things, this one have the lowest acquisition cost. This one have the highest. Okay, and this one you have to pay salespeople. This one you have to train other partner to sell your things. This one you do advertisement, and this one you do manual kind of advertisement. Right, this one manually message people. Right, potentially they would interested. Right, but ads you can scale, and but you have to pay more. Right, so if you have higher ticket product with higher profit per customer, then you have then the best thing is start with is best thing is to do this one on the long term. But of course you can start with this one first at the beginning. Right? There's nothing wrong in that. So this is how you decide. Market networking. Networking is consider if you do it yourself, then it's if you have a team of people, then you consider inside sales. If you do it yourself, and it's like outbound things, right? So especially in the beginning of a business, you have time but no money, so you might want to do this outbound yourself. Once you and do some um, get some testimony, UCG. No, this one is not viral. Sorry, viral. Right. And then once you got some money, you do some ads, and when ads prove that you got your 1.0 to 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, and then you scale with advertisement. All right. because you are making a green line, green profit, green contribution, and you scale with ads, and then you partnership with other, and I think that's all. Some because the profit per customer is still so low that doesn't make sense to hire salespeople to close, right? For example, food, you don't need salespeople to sell you the food on a supermarket. And basically just achieve partnership level, like partnership with the other brand or a hypermarket or stuff. All right. So I believe you have benefit from this video, right? From how you build a business by having a hypothesis, assume what they want from all the variables here, needs the desired result, how much they're willing to pay, and how you can solve, and how much they pay you, and how you can do with the price to provide them a solution, and how you can talk to them and sell to them. Okay, and how do you find you talk you from start from the top going down, and when you fix it, you go from down to up and fix one by one each variables from channel to mechanism to price to transformation to niche. Okay, so this one is all assuming that channel is the marketing, is the advertising, right? So if you have low profit per customer, and so therefore your acquisition cost you want to keep it low. If not, you make money. I mean, you lose money. Nobody want to invest in you. You don't get investor, and you get bankrupt and out of business. You might as well stop the business right away. There's a spreadsheet for this formula as well. So you start with virality, make viral, user generated content, which is like a review. What wow, this one is good. I before and after. You do B2C SEO, or next level, you do some outbound networking, either online, offline, door to door, cold calling, right? You want ads, well, then prove right already, make profit. Then you do advertisement, all right? Before advertisement, you have to make sure you got this right first. Advertisement, partnership with other, or ask other people to sell your product. Or if you have high profit per client, you can hire your own salespeople to close. It's worth it because higher ticket item usually have higher profit per se, and and need more convincing, and they need more mass, right? They, they need, because your product is expensive, therefore the product is heavy, therefore you need a lot of force to push the product to close the sales. So that's why with this you can a lot of influence and a lot of mass from actual salesperson compared to just a content to sell, right? Of course, at the end you can have tons of content, a lot of contents. The more contents, the more energy you generated, more mass, therefore you can your push the people and your product push your product into the client hand, and therefore you get the cross deal, high ticket cross deal, and you get high commission. All right, so I'm Gavin. If you benefit from this,